Alright, sorry today's video was late. My day off kind of turned into a day and a half off, which is not really a bad thing because I work really hard on 2 jobs every day with no break. I did have some time to play this while I had the review key and I was under embargo, but I didn't really feel like I needed to rush through this game again, mostly because this game has no endgame. I'm sure as most of you guys are hardcore marathoning this, you'll realize pretty quickly that this is one of those games where it's the journey to the end, and there's nothing really waiting for you at the end. This game is really lacking in content outside of the story, so I figured I'm not going to torture myself going through all that again when I had to do that for the videos for the Japanese version. So I've been going through this very slowly and casually. I should be able to get done with it by tomorrow, but today I was just kind of very mentally exhausted. I definitely needed some time to just relax a bit. This plays the worst version of the Twin Katana moveset. I'm not going to waste any points on him. He's pretty bad. You know, this isn't a terrible game at all. It's just, if you don't play these kinds of games for the story, this game is just very lacking. If you like playing for the story and then just moving on, I think this game is completely fine. But if you want to do more than that, this game is really not going to give you a whole lot to work with. However, you can say whatever you want about this game, but the port is great. This is one of the best ports they've ever put out for a really technical game. I'd say this and Neo 2 Complete Edition are their best ports. Really good optimization. It goes above 1080p. Doesn't really tax my computer at all on max settings, and then of course there's the issue that it doesn't run above 60 FPS, but depending on what kind of computer you're running, that may not even be an issue to you. Like, this mode seems like it's endgame at a first glance, but all it really does is it just kind of gates your provision. By the time you can max out everything in here, you're already done with the game. Now, this game is just designed weirdly.
ならねば。俺がやる。俺をうつけと侮ったか。聞かせていただこう。
I think the main problem with this mode is they basically time gate your progression here by making you get through the story to actually improve the castle. But by the time you do unlock everything in here, the game is already over pretty much.
急がず着実に。ものか。勘にならぬ。受けてみよう。ここか。敵将討ち取ったり。
果たせないの。
If there's ever a Muso game that needs an expansion, I think this is it. I mean, you still get your money's worth out of this if you just like the story, but you know, if you're expecting usual Muso fare where you suffer through the story and then you get a nice meaty endgame mode to sink your teeth into, this game's gonna be really disappointing. Well, let's try to get a little farther in here. I don't know how much more it's gonna gate my progress, but
今日はいかがなさったいつでもどうぞ。
ああ、いらっしゃい。またのお越しを。
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
馬の調子はいかが。またお世話させてくださいね。
got some more levels. So let's just go through these.
俺のやり方見せてやる。兄上のためならば。
I think I need to finish the chapter I'm on to finish the castle, if I remember correctly. So that'll come in time. I do want to do it again, mostly because there's already been some progress with mods. I don't know what or if we'll get anything cool out of that, but people have already found weapon attributes that aren't currently useful in the game, so we don't know if those are like dummy code or things that they plan on adding later. The build variety in this game is definitely pretty weak, so hopefully those things actually do get used in some way. But I don't really have a file capable of messing with them much, so I need to work on that first.
いざ任務を果たさん。行くぞ。
ここは私が。受けてみよう。ここか。受けてみよう。私とてもののふなのだ。聞かせていただこう。俺がやる。一斉に打ちかかるぞ。敵将討ち取ったぞ。
これはなんだか。
勢いは俺たちにあるようだ。力及ばずか。
いざや尋常に勝負せい。
存分に相手をしてやろう。ここは私が。受けてみよう。俺がやる。急がず着実に。
悪いがここで死んでくれるか。
織田勘十郎信行
Synchronized clones
謹
here.
んでお相手しよう。
They're using the same moveset. Very fitting for the Olympics.
この俺を止めようとて
Got
無駄よ。
synchronized swimming, and we've got
俺を打ちけ
synchronized
と侮っ
movesets
たか。
here.
力及ばすか。
New sport is being created as we speak.
壊してくれ。俺を打ちけと侮ったか。
I think that was enough to get the next level.
引くしか
Kind
な
of
い。
a inconvenient place to farm because it's very small.
何度でも
contained
かかっ
areas.
てくるがいい。
I got an S. Definitely better than me. I definitely noticed that the progression system in this game is all messed up when
今日
by the
は
time
い
you
かがな
max
さい
this
ます
out
か。
to actually just give a character S proficiency, you'll have so much of the currency to do it that you can pretty much just max out all your favorite characters and give them their best weapon, or just max out their assigned weapon.
またいつでもどうぞ。
You know, the more I play this, the more it feels like they designed this mode in particular, the Citadel mode,
俺のやり
and,
方。兄上のためならば。
the overall progression system and how it works. It really feels like they designed that in like the last few months, and like almost all the dev time must have been the story, because it's just not really designed in a good way. You know, they want you to grind to max out the castle, but by the time you do that, you have no game left.
この地。
I hope that they'll at least add some cool stuff and
兄上のため。
patches with the DLC.
私も力を尽く
They've
しま
done
す。
in the past with previous games. Not necessarily Samurai Warriors, but just other games in general. It's really hard to tell that will actually happen in this game.
敵将打ち取った
I
ぞ。
think the gameplay in this is pretty solid. It's just very simple. There's not really a lot to it, and if you're the kind of person that really just plays this for the gameplay like me,
おう、命が惜しけりゃ積み荷を置いていけ。やめろ。大事な荷を渡せるものか。俺がやる。受けたまった。受けたまった。この俺を止めようとて無駄よ。助かりました。ありがとうございます。受けてみよう。受けてみよう。生きた。受けてみよう。いざ進まん。私とてであるもののふなのだ。耐えきれん。聞かせてもらう。この調子ならしのげそうだ。受けてみよう。 私に平服せぬとは許さぬぞ。余さず討ち取ってやろう。受けてみよう。私とてもののふなのだ。戦とは核も野蛮な。俺がやる。この俺を止めようとて無駄よ。
この武者わしに付き合い。
私とてもののふなのだ。
意地は見せたわ。もうよかろう。
俺がやる。怖いなら逃げてもいいんだぜ。敵将討ち取った
I
ぞ。
like this mode a lot more than the story, obviously, because it's a lot faster paced, but it's kind of like, it really does feel pointless. It feels like they could have like taken out this mode and the game really wouldn't have changed that much.
何度でもかかってくるがいい。
I'm sure they're gonna make another version of this. They're probably gonna do like a full expansion. They'll probably add more of an actual endgame and maybe some better weapon elements and stuff. I feel like that's all this really needs. Alright, let's do one more for the road here. One
今
more.
日はいかがなさいますか。
I've actually got more to unlock than I thought. So let's go ahead and get through one more. The time it takes to do these is like the equivalent of one story level after all. We can pack a little bit more in this video. I feel a little bad that I didn't really put up a video at midnight, but turns out my body told me I needed more time off. You guys are always telling me to take breaks and stuff, so I finally listened for once. I've got to go see the kitties in a couple hours, so got some time to knock
ま
this
たい
out.
つでもどうぞ。
Let's go ahead and continue. Because I'll need to unlock these later on for easy farming of weapons and stuff.
俺のやり方。兄上のためならば。
Get a nice surplus of money and materials, and then once I finish the last few chapters of Nobunaga's story, basically the second half, I should be able to start making some weapon builds, which will be useful for mods.
存分に相手を
Mods
して
and
やろう。
maybe the DLC. I haven't really heard much about the DLC.
私も力を尽くしま
If
す。
it's actually worth buying. A lot of it is kind of horse armor tier. Like, paying for like literal horse skins and stuff. There might be some good DLC levels in there I might like. Maximization or something. But they're not giving the global version the DLC until August. They need to get a file up before then and see if I want to buy
命
it.
が惜しけりゃ積み荷を置いていけ。やめろ。大事な荷を渡せるものか。
Putting some money into Pinnacle Combat, obviously, putting money into Knights of Valor.
俺をうつけと侮ったか。
I've really been enjoying most of the service games I've been playing. Kind of a nice little filler arc between larger projects. Obviously, I beat this game last month. The Japanese version, so the PC version is pretty much just reviewing the port, which I already did, and then checking for mods. think the Japanese and Chinese and Korean communities make some pretty badass manga. I'll be able to cover those if they happen. Like I said, people have already found some unused weapon fixes. It's pretty interesting.
相手ではなかったか。であるか。いざ進まん。この調子ならしのげそうだ。俺がやる。この俺を止めようとて無駄よ。俺をうつけと侮ったか。ここは引くほかあるまい。余さず打ち取ってやろう。俺がやる。急がず着実に。
ごめん、僕に倒されて。
ここは私が。ものか。
These objectives where you need to get kills, but the Muso attacks are pretty bad, especially at the beginning of the game. Don't have that many Muso gauges. Probably one of the hardest objectives you can get here.
僕はここまでかな。
Let's go ahead and farm some points here. Need areas left.
お相手いたす。受けてみよう。それまで。受けてみよう。敵将打ち取ったり。力を及ばすか。受けてみよう。頼む。受けてみよう。この調子ならしのげそうだ。相手ではなかったか。
その首置いていってもらおうか。
敵将打ち取ったぞ。
ぼちぼち抜けるぜ。じゃあな。
何度でもかかってくるがいい。
Alright, I think that's good enough for today. Like I said, this game is all about the journey. Once you've beaten the story, there's really nothing left. So you might as well take your time. It's just this game is it's hell for content creation purposes because you do have to pretty much beat the game to really do challenge runs and stuff. So that's unfortunate, but that's just kind of a flaw in the way this game is designed. You run out of things to do really fast, and this mode just feels kind of pointless. It feels like by the time you unlock everything, you have like very little left to do. It would be a very easy thing to fix. I'm pretty sure probably like next year or something. Maybe like a year from now or so, they'll probably announce a Samurai Warriors 5 too. Maybe they'll go a little bit farther in the Sengoku era story. They'll probably declone some characters and add some other ones as well. But mostly what mattered to me would be giving us a better endgame and having better customization. A lot of characters in this game, they run the exact same build. That's been a problem in other Musou games too, but you still had a little bit of variety. Here it feels like you pretty much just take the same things on everybody, and there aren't really any interesting, rare abilities that you can put on, at least right now. Like I said, some were found in the code. I'll have to test those out later, or I'll probably find out from my community if they're actually going to use it or not. They're probably just dummy code. However, at the same time, people were able to use some of the code from, I think, the first Neo game, the Neo 2 PC port, last I checked. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Over the next few days, definitely by the end of this week, I'm going to get through the story and at least max out the castle so that I can mess around with mods and stuff. Other than that, I'm probably not going to do that much with this. This game is very bare bones gameplay and content-wise, so I've got other more interesting stuff to play, but I'll be working with this as mods progress. Thanks for watching.